Welcome to another episode of our pregnancy journey. It has been a few months since our miscarriage, and I kind of just wanted to update you guys on the healing process and what all of that was like, because I didn't really vlog much after the last video you saw. So we have moved, which has been really great for my mental health and physical health. So we're really grateful to be somewhere that is more healthy and restful, because being pregnant and then also going through the miscarriage on the farm was really hard, because we still had hours that we needed to meet, and the people who were running it, I don't know, it was hard. They said that they were understanding, but then they weren't really specific about what that meant, and so we still had to hit our hours. And so it was just really hard, especially because after a miscarriage, your body still feels pregnant for, it could be a long time. So for me, like the 4 weeks after the miscarriage, I still felt super tired, super fatigued. It was just really hard, and Kyle just picked up so much of the workload for me while I was healing, which I'm so grateful for. But that is another reason why I'm just so glad to be here. And after that experience, I just realized, like, this is not a place where I want to conceive another baby or be pregnant. It's just not a healthy environment for that. And so yeah, I'm really grateful to be here. Let me catch you guys up. I'm gonna sit down. So as I mentioned, after the miscarriage, I bled for, gosh, I don't know, maybe like 3 days. And then the symptoms, like all my pregnancy symptoms went away, like tender breasts, and really that was the only symptom I had besides the one night of cold sweats. And emotionally afterwards, it was definitely like waves of sadness. Some days I would feel okay, then the next day I would feel really sad, and I really was attached to the idea of being pregnant, and I feel like your whole world can change once you find that out. And I just felt so much purpose in being pregnant, and so I think that was another layer of loss that was really hard, because being pregnant was really motivating to take care of myself and my body. So one thing that I love that my midwife suggested was she gave me a lot of ways to care for my body afterwards, because we wanted to get pregnant again. So that did help me with purpose. It was just having ways to continue to care for myself, to prepare my body to just flush everything it needed to out, to reset, to get my period back. So my period came back about, I think, 4 weeks after the miscarriage it was kind of hard to figure out the predicted time of my period after the miscarriage. It was like in my app and everything. I've been using the Flow app, but it came back 4 weeks after, which I was really grateful for, because I know some women it takes longer, and that can be really hard, especially if you want to get pregnant again. And then I watched some videos where women got pregnant without even getting their period back, so like I was hoping for that. Like I just wanted to be pregnant right away again. I was kind of like really attached to the idea, and so I started ordering a lot of supplements just to help Kyle's health, to help my health. I watched this video where they went to a naturopath, and they were able to increase her husband's sperm count like significantly by taking these like natural medicines. So I'll link that video in the description, because I feel like it was really hard to find any information on how to I don't know, supplement our health for fertility, especially men's fertility, because you just don't know where the issue is lying. So I can show you guys what I got really quick. All right, we have our little bucket of things. I mentioned this early on before we even started trying. It was Organic Olivia's Natal Nourish, and I take this, well, I try to take it every day. When we first went through the miscarriage, we were really diligent about taking all these supplements, but I have since surrendered my desire to get pregnant right away, and in that I was not taking my supplements diligently the last month and a half. And my friend also has recommended this to all of her friends who want to get pregnant, and she says it works every time, so definitely recommend that. After doing research, I found this brand, which is called Seeking Health, to be just really pure and everything. And sometimes they have a buy two or buy three get three free or something like that, so that's what I did. So these are vitamin D drops. You literally take one drop on your tongue, which I love, anything to minimize how many pills I need to take. Literally one little drop. Just tastes like olive oil. For Kyle, I got him the Seeking Health Optimal Man Supplement. And then I ordered myself their prenatals. So I had ordered this before the miscarriage, but it's never hurts to continue to take a prenatal. And I did a deep dive comparing brands, and this is the one I chose. Yeah, so do your own research. But it is the optimal prenatal. So I was taking 4 of those a day. Also got some Arctic cod liver oil, which it's really important to research where they're sourced and what kind of water they come from. I feel like I watched a few YouTube videos, so if I can find those, the ones I use to really help me make the best decisions for me, I will link those. But I started taking these. We got him selenium. So these were some that the naturopath had recommended the other couple. And then this optimal COQ10, which I can't remember on the top of my head what these are all good for, so I will insert some benefits I take one of these too. After I researched, I was like, oh, this would be good for me too. And yeah, those were the supplements I started taking after the miscarriage. Definitely felt my energy and overall health start to go back to normal after that first period. So that was really great because yeah, it was just, I still felt like I was pregnant. I still had these really intense fatigue, shortness of breath and things like that. So I am finally feeling better. It has, like I said, I think it's been 2 months since the miscarriage. And I kind of just got to a point where I accepted maybe it's a good thing to have a little bit more time before I get pregnant again, which was really healthy for me to just let go of. And then I just was like, I really want to prioritize my health and start exercising before the next pregnancy just to get my body used to it. So I've been doing morning walks. I've been starting spin, and I also started Pilates on the reformer. So I'm just feeling really good and positive about all those things and those new lifestyle changes that I've been making. And me and my husband just really want to prioritize our health. I still am tracking my fertility windows and all that on the app. I know for some people they have to stop because it can be really obsessive, but I feel at a really healthy place and I like to be aware of it. But we've kind of just let things go naturally and not forced anything, not scheduling sex or anything like that. But we did just go on a trip, which has been really, really healthy for us, is traveling. I feel like one thing people always say to me is that they wish they traveled more before kids. So we've been traveling quite a bit, and that's just like really helped us, you know, find joy in this like in between season. So I would definitely recommend that if you have the means to just like get out and go explore new places with your husband. It's been just really connecting and refreshing, and it also promotes like really healthy environments to have sex again if that's something you're nervous about. But we were just on a trip to the East Coast, and that was my ovulation window. So we did have sex a few times during my ovulation window. So there is a possibility that I could be pregnant right now. Kyle's still out of town, and my period is actually supposed to start on my birthday, which is next week, 6 days from now. So I don't know. Obviously the timing would be so like magical and such a cool God story to find out I'm pregnant on my birthday, and we already have plans to go home for Christmas. And I like already looked it up. I was like, okay, if I conceived on this trip, that would mean I would be 12 weeks by the time we go home for Christmas, and we could surprise our family with the news, and then shortly after we could announce on, you know, to the rest of the world, and then I could start posting these videos, because I did mention to Kyle it would be really cool if we got pregnant shortly after the miscarriage, because then we could tell our parents in person. And so that's something I really want, and you know, it's my first child, so I think it'd be really special to be able to tell our family in person. So I don't know, I'm just like, it's a hard place because it's like I want to be optimistic and excited and like be praying for that possibility, but then you also don't want to be so attached to the idea because that would bring on more disappointment. But I just feel like it'd be so cool if I found out I was pregnant on my birthday. Like, how full circle would that be? It'd be so cool, and then I could surprise Kyle. But anyway, it's hard. You want to be excited, but you don't want to be too attached. It's like finding that balance. But I don't know, I'm trusting God and his timing, and I'm praying that this is his timing, even though I like was like okay with not getting pregnant. But now the idea of like finding out on my birthday, I'm like, that would be pretty awesome. Even, yeah, like I just started getting into my workouts and like, but I'm trying to not let the idea of getting pregnant again stop me from still pursuing like a healthy workout routine and things like that. Because I know they say like, don't do anything your first trimester if you weren't doing it already, but it's like, I feel like doing some Pilates and spin, even though I'm just starting to get into it, I feel like it would still be okay. Anyway, Kyle just called, but that has been my update so far. So potentially the next video you see would be me taking a pregnancy test. Symptom wise, I've had a little bit of tender breasts, and I did have some like cramping yesterday randomly, just for a little bit, but other than that, I've been feeling good. So we will see. I didn't really have many symptoms with the last pregnancy. I did have a dream, which that's what I had the first time I got pregnant. I had that prophetic dream about being pregnant, which I think that was something I struggled with, is like, God, why would you give me this prophetic dream about being pregnant and experiencing this like crazy unconditional love, and then for that to like not last? I don't think I was ever mad at God for like the miscarriage, but I was just like, why would you like let me have that dream? But I think really it was just so I could hold on to that feeling and that hope, because he knew what was gonna happen. But I had another dream shortly after my ovulation window that I had a baby, but this time it was like already born, and it looked like somebody else's baby, which was interesting. Like somebody I watch on YouTube, it looked like their baby, but I knew it was my baby. And so I don't have any baby dreams or pregnancy dreams. Those are the only two I've had. So it was like similar timing to when I had my last prophetic dream. So that could be another thing. But other than that, we will just have to wait and see. Maybe once I release these videos, I can do some like Q&as and stuff in real time. But yeah, for me, I think I'll do like a proper sit down video also, like giving you the whole experience instead of vlog style in the moment, but like just really talking through all the details of the miscarriage, what helped me process, and like just walking you through everything. So I definitely want to do one of those videos because I found a lot of comfort in watching people share their stories. So I will do that in a more condensed version. But yeah, that is the update of healing since the miscarriage. Very grateful to, you know, feel good in my body again, have energy again, and just overall feeling just healthy and positive and optimistic. It's been good. It has been good. I did just see somebody I follow on Instagram. She just shared that they lost their baby literally 1 week before they were going to announce. And so definitely after I saw that, I feel like the devil wanted that to be like an opening for fear to come in. So I'm really praying against that as well, because that's something I really don't want, is to be worried during my pregnancy. Whenever that does come, I don't want to have fear, you know, even though it could happen. I just don't want that to, like, those kinds of stories to impact my journey. But I don't know, it's hard because I don't know, maybe it's like you want to protect yourself from being disappointed again, and so sometimes it's like nice to like just realize, okay, that is a possibility. Other times you like suppress all of those possibilities. Like, I just don't know what the healthiest way to go about it is. When I actually do get pregnant, is like, okay, do I acknowledge the possibility and just accept that, okay, like I can't get attached too much? But that's kind of sad. I don't know. So that's another thing that I will be navigating, but we will see. Praying against that. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for watching, and remember, Jesus loves you more.